Alright, what's up guys? It's Teddy, aka Hobby Beats, back with my first video. I guess not back, just with my first video. It's gonna be a little rough. I gonna get lights, just moved to my dorm room. Sort of all new software that I'm using to record this. But I basically started making beats a year ago, and a little bit less than a year ago, and learned all through watching YouTube tutorials. So I thought I'd use what I've learned over the past few months and share it with you guys. So bear with me for these first few videos. They're gonna be kind of bad, but subscribe and we'll make some. We'll just keep getting better. All right. So for this video, I'm gonna show you guys how to make your drum, specifically for this video, your kick drum, punch and be even louder in the mix of your beat. Okay, so first I'm going to show you a quick before and then an after, and show you the steps that I made, steps in between that made me get there. It's going to be a relatively quick video, so watch it and add this to your music and it should be pretty good. Alright, so before, this is how the beat sounds. I'll play a little bit of an intro too. Alright, notice the kick. Pretty weak. That's pretty weak. Alright, so I'm just gonna click around in here. Click a few stuff that I'll show you guys what I'm doing in a little bit. And here we go. Right off the bat, that's an absolute huge difference, and also you'll notice the whole beat got louder because one of the steps sort of is also sort of like a very rudimentary sort of mastering technique that helps you make your beats louder, which I can explain in further detail in another video if you guys want to. All right, so first thing that I always do is you got to make sure that the levels right here, the velocity in your kick, is all the way up. So what I do is Control A to select all, and then press Shift and go all the way to the top and drag it all the way across, and then all of your velocities will increase to the same amount that your first one was at when you put your mouse there, and that automatically is going to give these it's going to give the kick a huge extra punch. Listen to the difference already. Just by increasing the velocity, you can see that the kick really comes out. Alright. Next step that I like to do is to equalize the kick drum, and basically EQ it to bring out the frequencies that create that punch that you hear in the mix. So grab your Fruity EQ2, and basically what I like to do is go here, decrease your bandwidth a little bit, and right around the and right around the 60 hertz range, just increase it a tad bit. Just like this, increase it a tad bit, and then you're also going to want to do that over here in the higher range. This is where you're really going to get the punch. In addition, in your beats, you're probably going to have an 808. This is mine in this one. Pretty simple. But you're going to notice in your 808, you are using basically taking up the lower frequencies, which if I click on the 808 here, you can hear that it's taking up the lower, maybe below 60, almost sub frequencies, 60 hertz. So basically what you want to do is sidechain the kick drum and your 808 together, which I'll show you right here. And in that way, basically what happens is the levels, when your kick hits, as you'll see, the 808 level ducks to create, so you hear that punch, and then you hear the 808 come back, and you sort of get that punch plus the 808 sound that a lot of producers like to get. So what you do is open up Fruity Peak Controller. I sort of know around where I kind of want it before, but you can kind of experiment with it. And then you go over here to your 808, right click, go to link to controller, make sure you turn this to inverted, because you want it to duck down as opposed to duck up when the kick hits, and then link it to just the peak and accept, and then watch. You're going to see what this does, and see the bass here, drags it around. I like to put it a little bit below here, and then this is going to affect how much it does. See, barely any there, a lot there. So you can kind of experiment, see what you like to hear. I like to do it around here so you really get a punch. Alright, perfect. The next thing we are going to do is EQ in the master track and bring up those medium frequencies that we want to hear there. So basically do the same thing, decrease the bandwidth a little bit, around 60. Increase that a little bit, increase it a bit over here. And that's just to add some extra punch to the whole thing, to the whole track over here, which is basically doing the same thing, because already here, up the high frequencies, which a lot of producers do. And so here I like to do this, fiddle around, see what you want to hear. I tend to do a little bit more of the mids here. I like to increase the mids a little bit and sort of just feel it out, see what you're kind of interested in. Alright, and then already we're getting a really punchy sound, but to sort of put the icing on the cake, I do this basically really rudimentary mastering technique that makes your beats louder, but also brings out your kick drum especially. So I just want to quick shout out to Nick Mira of Internet Money. This is a big inspiration to me, and this is where I learned this technique when I was first starting out. So basically open up your Fruity limiter, turn the attack, release, sustain down, play it, and then adjust the ceiling accordingly. Now you don't want to put it too low, because if you put it too low, not going to sound too good. But if you turn it up and sort of experiment, play with where you want it, it really increases that punch. Now the catch is, though, as you can see in the master track, you want your master to be hitting levels just under 0, around 0. But right now, you can see it's right around here under 3. And so to increase that, I don't have right now any these special like isotope or any of these special plugins. So just like most of you guys, open up the Fruity limiter again, listen, increase the gain until you see it right duck around here like 0. Then increase your ceiling, so you're basically allowing those frequencies to get higher, like that. And then the saturation, I don't really know what it does, but you can sort of experiment to see where you would like the levels to be at. I tend to just put it all the way down and then move from there. Yeah, so that's basically a few techniques that I've learned over the past few months. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I know this video was super rough. There was a point there where I think over here where I couldn't figure out how to get this over here. It's just kind of messed that one up. But yeah, so for the end of the video, I'll sort of play out the whole beat up until about here, and then hope you guys subscribe, like the video, comment what I should do next, and comment also how I can improve, because I want to make these higher quality and just giving out you guys some good content. So I'll play out the beat. Thank you.